Hello there, Scrappy Peeps. This is Lisa from the Cherry on Top. Today I have for you a process video. I'm showing off some new templates of mine called Flower Power. They will be coming out on Friday, January 19th. They'll be in my Etsy shop, Creative Design Studio. I'm also showing off a kit that will be releasing also on the 19th, and it is from Throwing Some Scraps Around. It's called Gentle on My Mind. You can see here as I scroll through the colors that are in it, very bright and nice. However, I fell in love with this paper here. I think it's really pretty fab. I love purple. And then I was looking at this dark blue, this like aqua, and I was like, I don't know how much I'm going to like it on there. And sometimes this happens with kits and me. I can be sometimes overwhelmed by a color palette when there's too many colors. I know people love lots of colors in a palette often, but I'm not so crazy about that, actually. I think my brain is so cluttered it can't handle too much stuff at once. So I'm going to go for these really more neutral tones down here. I'm going to skip out on the bright blue as much as I love it, especially here on this flower and then these elements over here. I might do another page later where I do include those colors, but I'm just not loving the mix of these two colors together. Maybe you love it. I have weird taste. I know. I'm just showing you how I pull out some colors, and I really wanted to work with this template and show you how fast you can scrap when you use digital templates. Digital templates are fantastic if you're just beginning. And I'm going to go through the process of all the steps that I'm doing. I'm going to tell you everything I'm doing so that you can also learn how to work Photoshop elements. Okay, so I'm going to put in my favorite paper. I thought I might also play with something a little bit different as well. Some idea that I had. You know, I'm full of these ideas. Now, with these paint splatters back here, I was digging on it, but with this paper, I don't think paint is going to look very nice at all. This paper is not a very artistic style of style. It's a little bit more traditional. So I'm not going to use this splatter. I don't think it looks very good, especially because this is quite a design with lots of things going on. It's too busy for me. Once again, the brain is like, overload, overload. Okay, I want to try something. Let's see if this works. As you can see on the side here, I've given each of these pieces of the flower so you can actually piece in your papers with these. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to click on that orange flower there, and I thought I might even repeat this. I just want to see what this looks like. It might be dreadful. Right-click, create a clipping mask. Oh, look, because it lines up so perfectly with this, you don't even see the difference. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. Okay, and I'm going to do it again because, you know, we're just getting all crazy up in here. We want to see what it looks like. Right, and then left-click, create a clipping mask. Okay, we would definitely have to work on our shadows a little bit so that we can get a little more contrast, but I'm kind of excited about this. I didn't even think about the juxtaposition of the paper and how it will fit so perfectly everywhere. Okay, so you see I am messing with the shadows. Look at there. You see there is so much more contrast now here. Before you couldn't even see this blended right in perfectly, but it could be even a little bit better, I find. So I go here and I just left click and I slide however I want it. That's a little so big there. I am going to place my cursor over here and I'm going to try to place my shadow. You see my shadow moving? I'm just left clicking, holding the click, and I could move my shadow where I want it. There, that's a pretty good contrast, I find. And I could go over here to the opacity and I could make it even higher or make it lower. I think we get it somewhere pretty high so we get that nice contrast. I'm digging it. And when you have the shadow you like, left click on OK and you are set. Of course, we can always change the position of the paper and that will make a big difference too. Now, you have to click on this on the original piece from the template. You can't click on the papers if you want to mess with the shadows and effects. Look, I'm gonna left click, double click really fast, and that's how you get that on that FX. Look at there, look at my flower just jump off of the page. I like it a lot. I think I even like the darkness. It's pretty darn good. See, now you have a lot more contrast there. I kind of like the way it all runs into each other. Otherwise, you could always, we're going to left click OK. Otherwise, you could always change the position of your paper. Let me show you how to do it real fast. Here, if you go to the corner and then you get this little green arrow thingy, then you right click, and then you can rotate your paper. Rotate your layer. See? See, and now we don't have that flow anymore. So if you want even more contrast, you could do that, but I'm kind of digging it. So I'm going to put it back where it was by canceling the current operation, and then look at there. Right back to where it was. I kind of like that. I'm going to go with this flow here because this is a pretty busy paper. So I'm going to go with that flow. Okay, now let's see if we want to replace this or not. I'm going to go and make sure she's got a nice solid paper. I'm going to go with the darkest one here. She's got a lighter purple and a darker purple. I love those options. Okay, we're going to slide this where we need it. Right click, left click creates clipping mask. And there it is. See how subtle this is? It all just blends pretty nicely. It's like mega camouflage job going on here. I might even just try to stick with these colors if it's possible. We'll see. Now, let's go for a paper here in the background. This dark greenish or blackish paper is kind of interesting. We could go with the purple again. Let's just do that. Let's just kind of get a little bit, it won't exactly be monochromatic, but we're going to use all these like colors, and let's just see what it looks like. Left click, create a clipping mask. Then we've got some borders here. I just merged those together for you. It goes a lot faster. And then we have these two colors down here. Should we go with the lighter one or the darker? Lighter, darker, lighter, darker. Let's go with the lighter one and see if we like it. It'll be a nice contrast. I think the lighter will make a little bit better contrast on our dark purple. Oh yes, I quite like that. And we could be really cheeky and do it again, but I don't know. That might be a little too much. I'm going to look at some of my other paper choices. I was debating using this one yet again. Oh, come on. Let's just do it again and see what it looks like. If it's like, oh my God, woman, you're going way over the top here, we can always get rid of it, right? Let me see if she has another paper that has all the colors in it. No, not really. And another solid, maybe. The other shade of purple. We could do that. Look, I'm going to click on this eyeball. Left click on the eyeball, and look at that sucker is gone. Don't you love that? I'm going to slide in the other paper and see if I like that one. Left click on create a clipping mask. Ooh, this one has really lovely texture. Hey, you know what? I kind of dig that. Okay, so I'm going to unclick here. I'm going to just right click and delete that layer then. There we go. This texture is rather gorgeous. Here I think we could use a little more shadow. So once again, left click really fast. Chick, chick. And then this lovely menu will open. And I'm just going to slide this over. This is what I often do when I'm playing with shadows. I'm not a shadow expert by any means. There are people a lot better than myself out there. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. I'm doing the wrong one. Let's reset and cancel. Oopsie. I want to do this dark one. I think these shadows are great. But this one needs some pimping up. Here we go. Left click really twice. Lovely menu. Slide. Now watch the top. I just want a tiny bit of shadow at the top of my paper. You know, here I am pointing with my finger at the screen like you can see me. Okay, when you're happy with it. Here is where I was getting a little bit of shadow. Okay, I'm kind of digging that. That's pretty cool. Okay, now what you can do is take a mental picture of what we got going on here. Look, I just have 4 greenery. I got this one. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to left click, and then I'm going to hit my backspace key. Left click to move the cursor on it, and the backspace. Left click and backspace. Okay, now I'm going to have to fill in that with greenery. And remember, it was pretty freaking huge. That was some big old greenery. Let's see what greenery we have, or foliage we have in this kit. We got this one. That's where that dark green comes from. And this one was what I was thinking about, but I'm not sure how good it's going to look against this color here. This is way too busy. You see what I mean? This fern, I love this fern, but look how busy. I don't know if I can deal with that busyness that is like mega busy with the busy. I like the contrast in colors quite a bit, but as I feared, I'm not digging this green on this green. You know what I'm saying? This is like this bright, in-your-face, lovely. This green is going to look awesome with that bright blue color that's in there, but I'm not so sure I like it here. This foliage, if you see what I mean, it's the exact opposite of this one, and this one too. This one is very busy with all these little branches, and on each little branch is a little thing. And I already have a busy paper, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to say bye-bye to that one. Oh, yes, I think this one is going to work. Like I said, I am not digging that bright green with this green here. It's a lovely shade of green, but it's ain't working with this one. Okay, I'm going to position this. I often try to position it so you don't see the stem too much. I don't know what that is with the stem, but it kind of bothers me. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to put it all around like it was before. You don't have to do it exactly like it says, exactly as the template shows you. It's just a guide. It's just to kind of wake up your creativity and get you scrapping. Sometimes we need that extra. You have a kit and you're like, oh, I don't know, or this awesome picture, and I don't know what I want to do with that. And we can take up as much room as we want over here with our cluster, because I'm not going to put a picture there. I don't think. We'll see. Gonna duplicate. And then we click OK. Which one did I duplicate? This guy up here, right? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, go to the undo button, and there he goes, right back where he needs it. Oh, that's the one I wanted. Super. That sticky is really long. If we have too much sticky showing, it's no worries. I'll show you how to get rid of it. It's easy. I have a video showing it too. But so far, it's staying underneath all these flowers. So to me, that is just perfect. We're good to go. We can come out a little bit. Place that foliage right where you want it. I know I could be a little bit of a perfectionist at times. What do we think? What do we think? Add a little bit further, a little bit further. Ugh, I'm going to use my arrow. Sometimes you just can't get it right where you want it. And then the arrows are great, especially for tweaking and like those little micro kind of moves. I call them micro moves. I don't know what you call those. Those moves where you just hardly need it to move, like a millimeter. Okay, and you can also change the direction of your leaves if you find that it is just way too repetitive. We're like, oh my gosh, all the leaves are going the same direction. See how they're all the same direction? You can change that by, well, let me show you. The left click, okay, you left click and you get this here, and then you right click and you can flip the layer horizontally, which will totally change it and make it do just the opposite of what you want. But I'm going to stick with it because, like I said, this is kind of busy, so I'm going to leave it. But usually I like to change everything and give it a little bit more natural of a look. I'm going to move this one even over here. Now you can see, I think in the beginning I only had like 3 or 4 pieces of greenery. But that's what I say, that's the beauty of templates. You do what you want, man. Once you buy these templates, they are all yours. You put your stamp on it. You make it your own. That is some awesomeness about templates, okay? Do we want another one? Yeah, it feels a little unbalanced. I'm going to go ahead and do one more. Maybe we're not digging this. I don't know. I think it's kind of funky, kind of cool. Doesn't look like my normal page, but I kind of dig it. I definitely think I want to look for something else, too, to go in and around all of this. I have no idea what. Maybe this gorgeous purple flower here? Let me see. Where does it need to be? It needs to be right over the green things. Check out here over the layers. I'm going to slide, left slide, all the way up and release. And you'll get it right where you want it. That's a little bit on the large side. Use your corners. Always use your corners, peeps. You absolutely cannot use these middle ones. Okay? You have to use the corners or you will distort your image. Let's choose a shadow. These shadows are installed, but your Photoshop will come with them. They'll come with them with your purchase. And you find them here in the effects. Okay, so not too bad. Click back on layers so we get to our layers. I'm going to right click, duplicate layer, left click, okay. And then just go around and place your flowers where you want them. I don't know if you want to try to form a perfect circle, you know, and keep it like just like this. And you can use the center of the flower as a gauge, a kind of gauge to get it exactly where you want it. And I'm using my arrow key. I'm going to right click. I'm going to left click on duplicate layer. I'm going to hit OK. And I think I'm just going to go all the way around. Get that flower center right where I want it. I don't think it has to be exactly the same. A little bit different might look nice. Doing the same, duplicating and going around. I kind of dig it. See, repetition is really the way to go. When you're scrapping traditionally or digitally, repetition is the key to having a really nice looking, cohesive page. Repetition, I dig it. Really is great. You can turn it. See how I went to the corner and I left click and I hold that click and just drag it to where I want it. Something a little different there. I am digging it so far. I really am. This is looking really special. It's really different. I have a nice space here for some journaling, or a nifty title would look good. I don't remember if I saw word art or titles or word bits of any kind. I'm just going to take a quick peek, but I don't remember that. Oh, I remember seeing this thinking, yeah, I kind of like this too, because look, it just, it matches everything so sweetly. Let me bring it to the front. See, I did well, here, let me show you. I did right click and then left click, bring to the front. Hallelujah. And there it is. I think I'm going to put it right here. I think, or kind of underneath and over maybe. Maybe I'll put it underneath and put it over this way. I like to keep this leaf. See how I have that position just perfect? Maybe I like it there. I'm going to use my arrow, get it right where I want it. Well, now I don't want it in the front. Now I'm going to want it a little bit, I want it behind even this green. So I'm going to go over here, left click and drag, hold that click. I want it right above those. That's right where I want it. I think it'll look nifty. Oh, yeah. Let me get a shadow by clicking left click on effects. Choosing a good one. This is the one I often like for curly ribbon and things like that. As you can see, these are shadows from Snickerdoodles. And look at them all. Look at all those choices, and it shows you what it is. See how it says curly string? Well, this is curly ribbon. That's pretty good too, right? Okay, I dig it. I might want it a little higher. I didn't like the green on the green. I like the green on the purple. That's better. Okay, I'm going to drag it over as far as I can, because I'm not really liking this part showing so much. Let me see. Do I like that a little better? Now, see, it's on the green again. It's not a big deal because of my shadow giving that nice contrast. It's okay. It really is okay. Let's see if I put it up here more, maybe like this more. Ooh. Picky, I know, but that's what's so great about digital scrapbooking. You know, you don't have to worry about glue and a breeze coming along and totally wiping out your page that you just, you know, worked like a half hour to place. Okay, this is pretty good. I'm digging it. Wow. Okay, so we have all these papers. They're all the same papers, all the same colors. It's this unity, and then you have this repetition, and wow. Okay, I'm digging it. This is really different. This is going to be such a different page. And then I thought I was going to, you know, slap a picture here, but I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure about that. Maybe I want to slap it somewhere else. I don't know. This is so pretty. I think this would make like a nice card or something. I'm really debating all of this. I'm like putting a darker color there and a big flower there. Oh, let's just see what that looks like. Because I think a flower, I think a picture, inserting a picture in there, I don't know. Now that I have this page, I'm not sure. Oh, but then I just saw this frame. Let me slap this guy in here. Ooh. See, it's all our same colors. You see that? I might have an idea. Where is my frame? Here it is. We need it to be above there. There we go. So we just slide it in. I can't wait to show you what pictures I have. This is not what I planned at all, but you know, isn't that fun? I think that's the most fun when you don't plan something. It's often the most fun you can possibly have. That's a little bit too high, maybe. Let me go down here to these more realistic shadows. There we go. Not quite so high. It's only a few layers up there. Oh, quite a few. But, okay. I might just plop my picture there. I don't know. This is coming out so crazy. This is really nifty. Okay, let me go back to my idea here. I'm going to use the darkest purple that she gives. Where is it? Here. It's quite dark. And we're going to go over the center of our flower there. Let's see. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Perfect. Right click, left click, create clipping mask. And there we have it. And then I thought, see, if I use this one has the blue though. This would be kind of pretty. But because of that blue there, I don't know if it'll look right. See what I mean with the blue? We could also get rid of that layer if we don't like the purple underneath. But I don't know. I might like it. I don't know that the blue is bothering me too much, but a little bit. See, because there's no blue anywhere else. I didn't know if I wanted to introduce another color. I don't know if they're scattered. We could make scatter, but these are not in the right color. This is lovely. This has a touch of the blue and all our other colors we want. I love this little flower. It also has that bright blue that I didn't want to use. But look at how pretty. Oh, it does go okay. I really think it goes okay. Just put it over here, over there. I don't know, maybe we don't want to use it at all, but I kind of like it. Put it here. Oh, that's kind of fun. I want it a little bit more straight, maybe. Okay, now we don't have shadows here. I don't know yet. I don't know. Okay, let me go pick a nice shadow for the flower, or the accordion flower. And this one we want a nice shadow for too, because that's quite high, right? Look at all these layers. That's what's so great about these shadows. They give us all these extra layers. I don't know. I kind of dig it. It's kind of crazy. I like it. Now, here is an awesome tip I'm going to show ya. Go all the way down to the bottom where your background is. Right click, duplicate that layer. Duplicate that background. Hit OK. You don't have to call it anything. And then we're going to slide it underneath our frame. See me slide? Left click and slide. There we go. And now we're going to crop that puppy right in our frame. This is the most awesome trick to learn. So you don't have to deal with cropping your photos in traditional scrap too, right? That's one of the worst parts about traditional scrapping is cropping those photos to fit just right in, wherever you want it to fit. Okay, now check out these pictures I've got, people. We've got a vacation house on the Mosel in Germany, on the Mosel River. And last time we were there, it flooded. I don't know if you could see those pictures as I was scrolling. Look at there. Oh, the restaurant we wanted to go to, forget about it. You couldn't even get there. Wait till I show you. Okay. Look here. Here's where it is, right where it needs to be. For some reason, it always goes right where it needs to be when it comes to photos, which I love. Like I said, right click and then left click on create a clipping mask. And then get that picture exactly how you want by using the corners. Look at that. Ah! Use those corners. Get that picture right where you want it. See, just use those corners. It'll go right where you want. What do we think about that picture? I think it's okay. I might want to try my other one. You know what I'm having a problem with? This picture's very busy. And this paper is very busy. And that's why I'm having a problem. I think the other one might be a little bit less busy. I wanted to show off that lovely restaurant front. Oh, yes, I like that better already. Okay, now we could do the eyeball because we have it right where we want it. And that's pretty convenient. Let's slide this down here and right click. Oh, it already did. Look, it clipped in automatically. That's great because the other one was clipped in. Use your arrows. Use your corner arrows so you don't distort your picture. Make yourself fatter or thinner than you already are. See, this one is a little bit less busy. Okay, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. I have to bring it down a little bit though. Can't get it just the way I want it, really. Where you can see all that water. That was the whole point is that you see all this water here. We just took these pictures, so I was like, oh yay, I can scrap some nice new pictures. Is it gonna work? What do you think? I don't know. I think it's okay. It's not bad. Maybe another photo would be better. But I think my other photos are a little busy. I might try one more. I don't mean to waste all our time getting just the right photo in there. This is me being very picky. But you should be picky too, you know? If we're gonna spend all this time, we want it to look great, right? We want it to look really great, especially if you're gonna spend money to have it printed. See, this picture might work a little better. It's a little bit less busy and you still kind of have the impact. I think I'm going to go with this one. I think I'm going to go with it. Okay. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to delete the layer. And this one too. All the buildings, right click, delete the layer. Okay, my clipping mess stayed where it needed to. And there it is. There is our page. I'm pretty pleased. We can file and we can save. And that's it. Thanks so much for checking out the cherry. Happy scrapping!